And welcome to the session for the 26th of November. I'll just let another one in. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back, Kathy, after your little hiatus. Hey, Karen. Hey, Kylie. Hey, Kathy. What's with all the C's and K's? My goodness me.
You're the odd one out, girl.
I know. I'm Chriselle today. There is a Chriselle, isn't there? Somewhere in the world.
Is there?
And we were just saying, I'm feeling the downward slope of coming into Christmas. Oh my God. I'm exhausted. We had a hailstorm here yesterday, like I have never seen.
Yeah, I heard.
Hail, like I don't know if I can
13 centimeters or something.
This was 20 minutes after the fact.
Oh,
wow, that's crazy.
They must have been enormous.
Wow. It was like I probably shouldn't say it was like the Germans were coming.
Oh no.
It's like it wasn't pelting down like rain. It was just like one and then another one. And then I was like on a call. It went so dark.
Yeah.
And I think, Karen, you were on the call I was on and you disappeared.
Oh, yes. Yes, because I started getting water coming in my back door. I was joking that because I've got a big waterfall mural on that wall. I'm like, oh, my waterfall's come to life. And like, yeah, I had to run and get towels and
Did it hit you, Kylie, or was you were out of the
it got us. The place across the road, big gum tree in their front house. The neighbours next door power lines down, so we only got power back at 10 o'clock last night.
Wow.
And like I was really scared. Like I was here by myself. And it hit around the time that the boys are usually driving home or almost home. And so I rang my husband. I said, where the fuck are you? Because you really need to come home. Because I'm scared. Like trees are like sideways. And all he's worried about, how's the shade sails at the back going?
Oh, God. Typical bloke, isn't it?
I don't care about the shade sails. I'm just worried about me and a tree.
Yeah, I just don't want the roof collapsing on my head, dear. Thank you for your concern.
The kids were at school because it was school pickup time. So I'm like, my poor kids.
Oh, my God. That was a nightmare.
Yeah, and we're supposed to get a really bad one again this afternoon. So I'm meant to be in Sydney. I'm not even meant to be here. I'm meant to be in Sydney on a course all week. And when we lost power, I got dogs and fish tanks and like lucky we've got generators and we're on septic as well. So we've got generators. We're at North Brisbane, Morayfield. So we're on acreage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so lucky we've got 2 generators because, otherwise I would have lost a whole heap of tropical fish.
Oh, no.
And so I just had to make the decision not to go to Sydney because...
travel insurance? Have you got travel?
I hadn't booked anything.
Oh, okay.
Because Sean's grandfather's really sick and I thought I'll just wait until the day before. And so I was looking at flights. I was meant to leave Tuesday and then I thought, I'll leave Wednesday. You've
had enough retreats for 1 month, mate.
This is not a retreat. This is the last of my course for my business. So I wanted to try and get everything sorted for 2026 and out. But it's fine. I can do it in May. It's fine. It's fine. It just wasn't meant to be.
Well, it is that time of year. It's crazy. So still keeping things winding along so that they don't get too out of control. But yes, it is that slippery slope time of year. So I know, Kathy, you put a couple of questions in, so I'm going to prioritise those because, you followed the system that none of us follow.
Mate, it's the only way I can cope. It's I'm getting myself tested for ADHD and it's like there's a reason I've been using systems all these years is because it's the only way I can get anything done. Yeah. Otherwise it's like, shiny thing. Another shiny thing.
What is the system? Is somewhere where we can submit questions?
Well, yeah, so in Online Wise, so in the members.onlinewise.com, in the community, you can post your questions in there for the call, which is
I see. Yep.
just in case you kind of don't remember things, like as it's happening, it's like, hey, can we cover this on the call?
Like
I know
me.
I have got something flagged for you today as well. Hey, Mari, we see your face.
Oh, where is she?
Karen, you have something, so I'll go to you next. And yeah, love it. All the ladies in the house. Okay, Kathy, far away.
So, well, okay. What I have to go onto Online Wise because I've already put them on, so I wouldn't have to remember.
Oh, that's
Online
all right. Go there if you want. Hang on.
Wise, yeah.
I didn't bring them up because I thought you would remember them, but it's all good.
Oh, that's why I wrote them down, mate. Oh my God, how do I get in there? I don't have a bookmark.
There in 2 seconds.
Yeah, righto. I've got my GHL dash bookmarked, but I don't actually. Oh, maybe I should just go into that and then go to Online Wise from there. Oh, hang on, I've got to log in. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, if you ever need to go to the community, it is just members.onlinewise with a Z.com. It is pretty easy to navigate, but it's handy when you have it bookmarked. Those of you that also have Diamond Blueprint, it's the same. It's members.diamondblueprint. If you log in using GoColab, one of the handy things about using GoColab is even if you use GoColab on your desktop browser, you can navigate between all your communities without having to log in and out of them. So same on the app on the phone. You can just navigate between communities. It also shows all your courses in the back end now, and you can go live from your GoColab app, which is huge.
I tried to do that yesterday to go live on our Lotto because I said it was in the academy.
Yeah.
There was an issue with it.
What happened?
I can't remember.
This is why you write notes on the thing.
I know that if you set up your camera and you've got to set up your
yeah, I did that too. I did that. But I can't remember, and so I thought, I'll just record a video. But this is so cool that I can go live now.
Yeah, it is cool. Well, it is cool if it works, but it's not so cool if it doesn't work. Okay, so Kathy's question, Miss Rochelle, you'll be super proud of me. I've made substantial progress with my MVP website. I've encountered some glitches and I do need some do it with me help. I've set up my global header. However, it's only working correctly on my homepage. All the other pages still have the same old format. The template I'm using has a delayed pop-up on the screen. Don't know how to access it. Cool. And can I get some beta guinea pigs from the group to test the site on different browsers? Sure can. So 3, I'll share you all the URL in a moment, but let's fix those problems. I just realized I wasn't sharing screen. So that was a very narrated version without the...
So I'm just jumping into it as well, but I'll come back. I'm only on one screen today, so I'm just going to have to. Yeah, I'm on a new project next week, so I probably won't be on the call next week. So in again, out, in again, out again.
All right, let's go to... Got 2 Kathys, 2 Karens. I love how we just collect the same name. Mari, where's all the Maris?
Yeah, Mari, you ruined the rhythm when you came on because we had all Ks, all hard C sounds, and except for Rochelle. Now you're gonna tip the balance.
Okay, so the site. Did you build it as a site or
a site? Yeah.
Oh, she's so lovely and fast, isn't she?
I
When
know,
she's
right?
Zoom,
Feel the
yeah,
power.
like tests my patience. This one, 2-point hope.
Yep.
Okay. So when we're using universal or global elements, we have to replace the element on every single page.
Oh.
So it is the global element. And then when you update one, it will update all of them. But if one's an
Well, see, I used a template. So I just assumed that when I updated one, they'd all update, but
well,
it's not the case.
well, that's if the template was built using a global element. But if it wasn't, then,
Was. Oh, well, I assumed it was because it had the navigation at the top and it calls it global.
oh, well, if it says it's global, it should
Yeah, I
update
know,
it.
right? Like I've just gone with a template and maintained all those elements, like the global headers and template and footers. I haven't touched them apart from, editing within. But yeah, when I've updated the one on the homepage, it I just assumed it would, but it hasn't. So I thought before I go poking around with it, I'll make sure that um, I'm doing the right thing, because you know what websites can be like if you interfere with one style sheet and then the rest of it's buggered forever. So I just thought keep it simple.
I do know. I do know.
Bitter experience.
Hey, Kathy's gone. The other Kathy. Okay.
I can't remember what template I used. It was a 5 or 6 page template to start with anyway.
All right. So she is a global element on the homepage.
Yeah.
All right. So let's have a look at. Okay, let's do the pop-up while we're here, because that one. So up the top here, one of these little options, here's that one, is your pop-up.
Aha.
And then you click on this little pencil icon on the pop-up.
Which is the edit. Yeah. Okay, cool. So
Disable it.
that's pop-up settings. Okay, cool.
I mean, if you want to keep it, obviously don't disable it, but
Yeah.
might want to show it on exit or anything. But I would say if you want to
Well, I know where to go to edit it. I might fool around with it a bit. I mean, pop-ups shit me,
yeah,
but
pop-ups do annoy me, but they are handy if somebody
they
is
can be. Yeah. So if I can sort of fiddle around with it, and whoever wants to be a guinea pig can tell me, if how it
so
works.
just be mindful if you're in here as well, and this is mindful to all of us, because I know that this has happened once or twice where somebody will be in there, and if you go and save over top of what I do, yours will be the final save.
Okay.
So just exit without saving.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, when you're both in the one page, that can cause a little problem. Okay, so that's the home page. We see it's got a global. So the other thing that's handy is with the um, banners and with the sections, you can do global and you can do now universal.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's the difference?
Universal element will take you across multiple funnels and websites.
Oh.
So it is
The
global.
global only goes across the one funnel that you're in
Yes.
first, or the one
Universal,
website.
universal, you can use, say, a footer on every asset that you create. on funnels and websites and webinar,
Yeah, that's great.
which is handy. I mean, probably a header like this is probably going to be consistent to a site, but not to a
But not to a funnel, absolutely.
funnel.
I'm not getting it. Sorry. I'm not getting how, because I thought global did that, like, because I'm going in and changing all my footers to global.
No, so
But it'll be within one site as opposed to within every site that you might have, or your funnel, everything. So every single funnel, every single website that you've got running, it'll be on there. Universal.
if you use
Global,
universal,
just unique.
did that make sense? No. So if you use universal, you can use it within a website, within a funnel, within a webinar, and you can make one change and it will change it across all the different ones. Global, it's only within the one thing.
Document.
Within the one funnel, it has global elements that are just, but you can't have that global element in a different funnel. You can have a different global element, but it won't be the same global element.
Well, I was going into all my funnels and choosing the same global element. That's what I thought. That was my homework last week, was going to every funnel and change the footer
To
to
the
that
universal
particular.
one.
Universal. Because that way you make the one change and all your different funnels will
I
reflect.
was universal, you're right. Okay, sorry, yeah.
So that was correct. So universal, something like a footer, if you don't have your menu items in it, which some of you do, if you just have your email address and your address and maybe your socials, then that makes sense to have that the same across all of your assets.
Newsletter, etc. Yeah, no, that's great.
It doesn't go across to newsletters or emails. It's only funnels, websites, and webinars and e-commerce shops. So all of the website building functionality. So are you saying this is not the same as the home one?
No, it's not. If you go back to the home one, you'll see. So the
Just check, hang on,
button is
because they're
different.
global elements. So let's go to saved assets, global sections. Okay, so you've got two headers, one with a capital H and one with a lowercase.
All right, can you delete the one with the lowercase?
So we'll put the one in there.
The uppercase H should be the one. That's better.
So did everyone follow along at home with that one? So you can save things twice, and that will cause issues. So a great thing to know is if there was a difference in
It's yes, okay. So under okay, got you.
yeah, you can't see them global elements, which is really annoying, but you can bin them.
Yeah.
So I would just bin them. And then, you've only got the three. You can't make a mistake now.
That makes sense. I don't know where the other one came from, but thank you.
If you bin the wrong one, can you bring it back?
No.
So don't bin the wrong one.
You can't.
Because you just straight away knew which one it was, and I'm like, oh, how would you know?
Yeah, because
one had a
it's up on the
capital H,
screen.
one had a lowercase.
Yeah, I know that.
And the one that was the one that was on the screen was the wrong one, and it was lowercase h. It showed it up in the parameter.
It's very clunky. On my computer, it's very clunky. So you've already moved on before your mouse has even hit where you're supposed to click. And I'm like, oh, where's your mouse?
Yeah, mine's the same, Karen. I can't, my screen is half black. I can't see half.
Yeah, same. It's very, very.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very slow to load. You don't have any universal sections, but what I was going to show was with global sections and universal sections. With the universal sections, you can actually visually see them. With the global ones, it just tells you that it's a header. So if you did save two and they were different, you would see that they were different visually.
Yeah, what's going on? Why is it so?
I might just stop sharing. And
got anything to do with maybe having 600 tabs open?
Yeah, I've got nothing compared to Felita. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I also have my sync has decided to run.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, I'll just pause that. I think that's what's slowing it down. Think. Pause syncing.
What are you thinking about?
Can you just tell me, so I can just write it down now, like
Yes.
the purple, what is that? Is that global? What is the purple versus the orange versus the...
Yeah, so the purple is a section, because you can only save sections, that is global. That's
It's
the
global?
light. Yeah,
Global
that's
section.
light purple, and then there's a dark purple,
Oh, is it?
which is the
Right.
universal.
Aha.
Dark purple is universal.
Yeah.
And orange?
And then green, let's start from the outside. So green is a section. So that's goes the whole width of your website. And within your section, you place rows. And within the rows, and the rows are blue. Within the rows, you have mauve, really pale purple, which are columns. And then within the columns are your modules, and they're the orange ones.
Modules.
Yeah. I did that all from memory.
Yeah. And I thought I was going to get clarity, and all I got was confusion. But thank you.
You're not alone, Karen. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, you
Sorry, thank you.
The one thing that I will say now, Karen, is they've kind of made it even easier. Like if you go in to insert a column or a row and you don't have those other elements that is needed, because you need a section, you need a row, and then you need a column, it will automatically add all three of them to set it all up correctly. That's a new feature that's just come out because I think everyone was struggling with what goes first and what goes where.
I didn't even notice. I've just been
So you
adding
got sections,
care of it. So
rows, columns, modules.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the hierarchy?
Yep. And so that gives you your flexibility, because your section is the full width and then your row is the full width, but it's flexible. So you can move a row in and out. Within the row, columns are like in an Excel spreadsheet. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns, and that will spread your data into those 6 columns. And so data is your modules are what goes in the column. So that's how you can organize them. The thing with that, which it's interesting to understand it, because if you're looking at a website on a desktop versus one on a mobile, and you're like, oh, it looks really good on the desktop, and then you go mobile will stack columns on top of each other because it doesn't have the width.
Yeah.
When it goes from wide to narrow, it just compresses everything and it stacks the columns that would be next to each other on a wide computer on top of each other in mobile view.
Yeah, that's good. I was on a website this week, like a big company. I can't remember who it was, not mobile friendly. Like a couple of times I had, because I've been away, so I've only had my phone.
Seriously.
And it's been very annoying. Very annoying. I couldn't
Really
the cameras back to front. That's it. I kept going like this when I wanted to go.
Yeah, you can mirror it. You can actually mirror it, but yeah.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I'm like, it's the wrong way around. Okay. So that was your 2 questions, Kathy.
So that was the first question.
Second one was the pop-up.
Oh, the second one was the pop-up. Pop-up's good.
And you can share your website in the comments and everyone can go.
Well, that was the bonus question that I emailed you about, because I'd already posted the question, was what do I need to do next because it's been a while,
Get
to
your domain.
point my website to Go High Level.
So from memory,
E-name and D-list and something else, and I can't remember.
yeah, so from memory, your domain is hosted with somebody. You sent them an email or something. So I strongly advise to everybody, if you don't have access to your domains, like that is a pretty critical part of your business. Your domain is like your name, you like your business name. So I would strongly advise that you get access to it. So you have a login and you can change.
I probably do. I just, because I very rarely need it.
Well, I think it's just something to kind of have in your little stockpile of logins, is having access to your domain names, because they are like a PO box. If somebody wants to put somewhere else or they don't get renewed, you'll end yourself in your website will go down.
Oh, look, honestly, as I said, like it's just not something that I've had to worry about too much. And if I want the guys to switch it, it's a 5-minute job. So,
and that's fine. If you're happy with that, it's just my recommendation. As a web designer, generally what we do is we take ownership of the domains, and we,
of course, and
obviously pay for the privilege of managing that.
Yeah.
But I think,
and these other guys are technically my web designers. But I've decided, because I didn't get that grant, I thought, well, I've got to do it myself.
Yeah.
So I just need to make that migration. And then once I've got that done, then I will send out the link and people can test it for me. So all you actual production site that I can just say, just go and this is the test site. I can't do that.
Yes. So if you just go to your homepage, click on the little eyeball, and it will take you to a
view. Oh, it'll take me to so that's an external, like if I send that to the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, well, I might just do that while we're on the call then.
And that's a great idea for anyone that's wanting to just test out their site before they go live and before they point it onto their domain. I mean, if it's not a domain that's been used before, it's highly unlikely anyone's going to find it if you did publish it early anyway. So to publish it, you need to go to settings, domains, and you need to put your domain name in there without the www and press the button, and it will give you the information that you need to send to your
that's right,
guys. If you have ownership of your domain, it will either connect to Cloudflare or connect to GoDaddy or connect to whatever domain.
Yeah. No, I remember that now. Okay. Yeah. And look, I remember the last time I sent them the code, they had it turned around in like 5 minutes because it was super easy for them. So that's cool.
It's like a 2-second job. Sometimes it takes up to 24 hours for the publishing to happen. But
yeah.
It's 10 minutes and it's done.
Oh.
And it's a very easy thing for them to do. Cool.
All right. Well, I might just go and get the preview link and drop that in the chat, and whoever wants to give it a stab and try and break it, because I want to know if there's anything wrong with it before it goes live, of course.
Yeah. Well, and maybe stick a post in Online Wise with the link as well, because there's a few people.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Have a look and give you their 2 cents worth. And that's a good place to put the comments too, is in the comments under the post.
Oh, that's fantastic. So this is why you get paid the big bucks.
Nice and organised. So I'm starting to learn, because I tell you what, 2,500 people in a community, I'm learning very fast about what to do and what not to do, because I get a whole lot of personal messages when I say, just drop me a response. And I'm
and that's why I emailed you last week or week before to say, what's the best way to send questions to you? Because I figured you are probably getting absolutely smashed.
Yeah. Well, you do. Yeah, you just think too. It's like the accessibility works to a certain point, and then it's over.
Yeah, scalability.
Karen, you had a question, and I'm like, we were sitting on the plane. We created a website whilst we were flying from Perth back to Brisbane.
Well, that's plenty of time.
Quite strategic. She sat next to me. We got internet, and then we were on the Spirit of Australia designing our way from Perth to Brisbane, I was like, I think there's a business in this. I'm like, anyone who wants to book me on a flight anywhere in the world, I'll sit them and build stuff. Anyway.
So it was embedding the calendar on the actual page with so for example, with my book a one-on-one session, whether they want to book like a 1 hour massage or whether they want to book an hour and a half energy healing, rather than sending them off to another booking page for each, or a calendar thing for each one, I think you said we could put a calendar widget in where they could just do it all on that one page.
Yeah. So this is a really good lesson for everyone to understand the calendars and their flexibilities and the best way to kind of operate them. So you have a choice. You can send people, like you could have buttons that give people options and send them to the calendar links from the buttons. Alternatively, you can embed a calendar into a page, or you can embed a group of calendars into a page. So I might use Karen Thorley. I might use your website if you're okay for me to share that one. Just on the front end. Let me see if I can share and it behaves itself now.
Rochelle, is that the same as a Connect With Me page, or is it different?
It's different in that on your here by accident, I just went to Karen's Connect With Me page. So on a Connect With Me page, two of you, Karen.
Shifting between screens.
On a Connect With Me page, you can have a book a treatment button, right? So that just goes to a page on your website that has your clarity call. If it's specific to an appointment, we want it to go to a page with just that calendar in it, because they don't need to, we want to make the path of least resistance. We want to take somebody straight to the thing that they want, not make them make 5 of the same decisions in 5 different ways. So this will take them to a page which has the calendar embedded when it loads. And so they've already made the decision on pressing that button on the Connect With Me that they wanted to book this type of appointment. Okay, so they're booking an appointment. What Karen has is a group. So within the widget that she has displayed on this page, she has all of her initial sessions. So they can book the free clarity call, but they have a choice to book a naturopathic health and wellbeing consult, an emotional connection session, or a sleep transformation session. So we could have taken them straight to the clarity call because that's what it said on the button. But this view, being a group of calendars, gives them then options for choosing a paid session straight away.
So each option has a separate calendar as such.
Yes.
And some of them have monetary value attached. So is there a second step? I know, because you can take payment from a calendar, can't you?
Yes.
Right. So
it's part of the booking is they choose a date, choose a time, make the payment, or they fill out a form. If you want to put in your own custom form, you can get questions, and then they make the payment and book.
So when you're building how do you build this page? What is this white blocks? What is this
Yeah,
called?
I'll show you that. So I'll just show you the options and then I'll show you how to get both of them. So this is a group of calendars. And so Karen has all of these sessions, all of these calendars, they're called, in a group of sessions that is on this page. And the group is called New Clients. So these are all the initial sessions that people have the option to book, sorry. She also has on the book appointment, does that go to this same page? Maybe it does.
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does. Okay. So you have a clarity call only? Yes. So if you go to contact us and you go book a clarity call, this is, I think, going to take us to a page that just has conveniently book your 15-minute clarity call. So this is just going to show one calendar. So it skips that step of choosing the appointment type, takes you straight to the free clarity connection. So this is the same calendar widget, but we're choosing the appointment type or the calendar that we want them to go to rather than the group. Does that make sense?
Is the group set up in the widget, or is that something you set up inside the calendars tab?
The group is set up in our Lotta in calendars. So when you set up your calendars, you have a choice to assign a calendar to a group, or you can, hang on, let me just save this. So you can assign a calendar to a group or not. So you don't have to use groups. It's just an added kind of filing cabinet for, visibility options.
Once you put a calendar in a group, can you then also use that same calendar as a single button thing, or would you have to clone it and...
No, yes, you can. So if a calendar is in a group, it can be viewed. I'm just going to go into Karen's because that's what we're looking at on the other side. Oh, there it is. So there's two functionalities. There's the setup of the calendar, which is each service type. For example, I explain it this way because I think this is a really easy way to kind of get your head around it. Say, for example, you have a group of calendars, which is called massage. And in that group, you have a 30-minute, 60-minute, and a 90-minute massage. So when you say, I want to book a massage, you're taken to a screen to choose the length of that massage that you want to book, and that will then put them in the calendar for the designated amount of time. The other things that you can do is like a first appointment, because sometimes people have initial consultations, so you might want to group your initial consultations. Other people will have like in-person and online options. So there might be a difference in, say, for example, an online appointment, you need to send out a Zoom link, and an in-person, you need to send out a physical address. So they need to be two separate calendars because they're two separate processes, whether you're seeing somebody online or you're seeing somebody in a clinic. And so you would want to, if that was the case, put both of the 60-minute massage appointments, one's online and one's, well, that's probably not a great example because I'm not sure how you do an online massage. Sorry.
I'd love to find a way to do that. That would be a great way to make money.
Sign me up. I'm there.
Think about it. Think about me rubbing your shoulder. I love it.
Feel me. Okay, energy healing session, or I don't know what you can do, counseling session, right? So you'd have an online and an store, if you have a clinic, and you want to show those both under the booking link of counselling. So the group would be counselling, the 2 appointments, an online booking and a in-person booking would both show up on that page, so they make a decision. And you can, I always like to give options, but it probably does cause a little bit of overwhelm. But on your website, you can make those buttons and you just show the calendar relevant to the button, and I'll show you an example of that. Actually, while that's loading, I'll show you an example. So this is a website that I've just built. And so here we have book in person and book online. So the button on the website will take them to that specific page. So rather than having one button that says book, that takes them to the next step where they have to decide whether it's in person or book online, they just click on that appropriate one. And I don't have this embedded in a page. I just have it going straight to the calendar. You can do 6 to one, half a dozen to the other. The difference is this URL at the top says api.leadconnected or headquarters, blah, 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 blah. If you embed it in a page, it will have your nice domain name. So I think it looks better embedded in a page, but because we just had so many pages going on with this website, we're all already up to 20 pages. I was like, I can't put them in pages. It's just going to be too much. So this is a great example of choose a time. And then she has a very in-depth form. Very in-depth. Specifically, she has specific questions to sleep.
So does that, sorry to interrupt, does that, when you click on the time that you want,
Yes.
that button, the booking button for the time, you've selected your time, that opens a form?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, and if there was a payment, so if I had chosen the other option, which was this is in person, so she doesn't take payment for in person, but she books online, then there's a payment step in there as well.
And then do you put when you're building that, the form, does all this happen in the calendar section?
Yeah.
So you build your form obviously before, and these fields in the form will drop into their contact.
Yeah, so in
the answers.
In the setup of the appointment, you're putting in this this form. You're saying show this form. So for this client, she has 9 different appointment types. Some in person, some online. Actually 18 appointment types, and each of the different so sleep has its own form. 80% of the form is the same, except one of the sections we've made specifically sleep questions.
So you haven't really physically booked the appointment until that form's done.
Correct.
It's not been confirmed. And of course, if there was payment, that would be the last step. And then it would be like, right, now you've booked it, but you haven't booked it up until this point, right?
Correct. Yeah, so you definitely have the consideration that if you make your forms too much of a hoop to jump through, some people might go, too hard, see you later, bye.
Yeah.
But as she said, I don't want people, and Kathy has said the same, I don't want people that aren't committed to their change. Like they're just not going to get it anyway. So make them jump through some hoops and make them do the things that you need. This should take no longer than 5 or 10 minutes. And then none of them are mandatory. So she's not making you do it. She's just like, if you want to provide this information, it's going to make the session more suitable. And then
so if you just didn't fill in the boxes, could you do it without filling in the boxes?
Yes. So the only ones that I've made mandatory are email address, mobile number, and the terms and conditions at the end.
So that when you're adding that as a field,
you just make it mandatory.
Oh, it has that option, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the other thing to consider is when you're building forms that have a lot of information is where is that information going to sit? So I know we covered that last week of actually setting up the folders that the information sits into in your database. That's important as well. Okay, so now I'm showing you all the options. So in here are all your appointment types. And then on the side here, you can do groups. So you'll see that under new clients, which was the one that we looked at for Karen's, there was 4 appointment types. So any appointment types that Karen sets up and adds to this group will automatically show up on that page on her website.
So you just go plus new if you want to add another field when you're in that group.
Yeah, new calendar.
Yeah. But if you want to just add a new calendar that's not in a group.
So there's some calendars here that are grouped, and you can just add a new calendar at the top here.
Yeah.
I often suggest that you clone a calendar because a lot of the customized stuff, you want to customize, you want to be able to play with. And then if you clone your existing calendar, it will take over the setup. So when you're setting up a calendar, you can use a calendar logo. So you can have massage or 60-minute massage. You can create a logo in Canva if you want to. And the dimensions of these are 40 by 40. So they're quite small. You can have them as square or in a circle. Then you can have your calendar name. You can have a little description. It does create a custom URL, Clarity Connection Call Karen. So you have to play with that because it has to be custom. If you're using the same link for every single meeting, you would choose custom and then put your link in there. If you're using a Zoom automatic generated, you would choose Zoom or Microsoft Teams or whatever you're using to allocate a custom link for that appointment. I use custom links, as you guys would know. I have meet/meet. So I have ourlotta.com/meet for my personal room, and I have do it with me for the do it with me session. So you can set up links. This is just in your URL. You just basically put a URL redirect on whatever you want it to be to your Zoom room. So it does actually just take them to the link. It's just a prettier version of it. So then you have your availability. So this is like and you have session or calendar type availabilities. Like you might only do clarity calls on Tuesdays. So this is where you would say, I only want to make the calendar available for clarity calls on a Tuesday. So you would take all the other availability off. It's also going to then check whoever the person is that's been allocated to do this appointment, her personal availability, and then show you a mix mash of what's actually available. Forms, this is where you would choose the specific form. So Karen has a form that she's created that is new clients clarity booking form and has specific questions. There is just a standard form in here that comes, and it's just first name, last name, this default one here, first name, last name, email, phone number, and notes. You don't need to create a form for your calendars unless you want to ask specific details. And then your notifications, you want to turn these on if you're using the system notifications, that it will send you an email. You can customize these, but basically it'll send an email out to the customer when the booking is made, and it will send out one if it's cancelled, rescheduled, reminder, and the follow-up is the day after the message, a day after the appointment. And then customizations, this is where you can put your color into the calendar. So a lot of those setups, if you clone a calendar, will come across, so you can save yourself time by getting one calendar right and then just cloning it for all your different appointment types. And you can always just go here to preview the widget. If you were just linking to the calendar, so not actually embedding it on a page, you would just come here and get the permanent link. So copy that, and you would just divert the button on your website to that permanent link. If you're going to embed it into a page of your website, that's what I'll show you next. So then we go to sites. You're all very quiet this morning. Okay, websites, into the website. So once again, I would get, a booking page set up and then clone it for all your different booking types. So here is a single booking. I'll show you that one first. I might show you this one just because I'll stay consistent to what we showed before. And these are handy things, like if you want to have these links on hand so that when somebody says, hey, Rochelle, I can't find your booking link, which they never do because it's, all over the place, you can quickly just send them either a text replacement or a boards message or a snippet that has the link already in it and sends them directly to the page that they need to go to get the thing.
So where would you store those links so that they were filed in an appropriately easy to find place?
Yeah, it's very person specific, because some people like tech and other people don't want to. So the three options that I would say is basic in your notes. Have a little script with the information. Not to take that away from the person who does that.
That's not basic. That's good.
That's basic.
That is me. It's in my notes.
Like step one would be it's in your notes. You can go into your notes, you can find it, you can copy it, you can go over to your message, you can paste it. If you're using Our in a messaging fashion, like you're actually in conversations, you could set it up as a snippet. So it's all ready to just go and you can just put the snippet in and send it. But that is Our specific. So that's probably, I'll give you 4 options actually. That's a bonus one. Boards I use for pretty much everything.
I even upgraded to paid, but I am not finding it I don't user-friendly for my brain. I'm thinking of just deleting like my subscription of it.
Well, I think you can have 2 boards with it anyway. I mean, I use it probably too because I'm setting up scripts for lots of people, and that's a really easy way to get the scripts out to everybody. So I do one amount of work and everybody gets to leverage off that by having that board. By having your own custom boards and using them efficiently, then I think that's the most efficient way, because it doesn't matter what medium you're in, whether you're in email, messenger, SMS, TikTok, Telegram, WhatsApp, if I've missed any, it doesn't matter what you're in, your keyboard is accessible and you can just click on it and press the button and send the message, which you do have to change your habits to do that. And then the final one would be text replacement. So in most devices, you can go into your language settings and you can make a text replacement. So this is probably the most common one that I use. I'll type in the word booking with a Z on the end, because that's the word that I've set up. And it will send that message that I'm sure you've all seen. Love you to choose a time that suits you. Here's my booking link. Go to the bottom of my Connect with me. And
I like that.
Discovery call.
I did that with the word email, so I wouldn't have to type Karen at Planner for Health all the time. And then when I wanted the word email, it would start going Karen at Planner, and I'm like, oh, you need a
You
different.
don't want to use a word that you use all the time. You have to put something weird on the end of it, like a Z, otherwise cause yourself a whole lot of dramas. I know how to do it on Apple. I don't know how to do it on Android, but I know you can do it. If you just search on your phone text replacement.
Yeah.
And write that message in a note, because you don't want to be typing it into the tiny little field they give you, so that you can just copy and paste it in there. But if you set up, so I have like booking Z for a discovery call. I have booking SS for a signature session. I have booking, clearly don't use those, PA for a work with me profit architect session. So I just have those shortcuts that I know, but the bad side of that is you've got to remember them. And so if you're not using them all the time, you often forget.
That was helpful.
Okay, so here, and there is actually a training in the portal that teaches you how to do that on Apple. Sorry, Karen.
I think that's where my board's issue is. I'm not able to get it to play nice with my keyboard on my phone. Since setting it up, I've actually lost my emojis in Messenger and WhatsApp. I can't find my emojis keyboard now. So my keyboards are all just effed since putting boards on my keyboard on.
Well, you might have turned off your emoji keyboard or replaced your emoji keyboard with your board's keyboard, which I think is one of the options.
It's there as a response. It's just not there within the text. So if I'm typing something to you, I can't stick an emoji in. But if I send a text, hit send, then I can bring up my emojis and send you another text with just an emoji. It's Samsung. I should have just gone with Apple. It seems to be happier with everyone.
I'm not having this conversation. There's all sorts of trouble by having an opinion, a very strong opinion about that.
Can I just ask a quick question? When somebody books an appointment, do I get because I don't do this very often, because I have done it different ways for so long. Do I get an internal notification of when somebody has booked it and the date and time, so that I don't have to search through my calendar? Is that an automation, or does that happen automatically on here?
No, so in the calendar settings, one of the things is notifications. So you have to go and turn them on, and you'll either get an in-app notification or you've got an email notification. If you want anything else like SMS or any other things, you'll have to set up an automation. So you can set up customized automations based on somebody making a booking with you.
Yeah.
But you're best to use the ones that are in the calendar now, because they are quite robust.
So I just had a look at my settings, and they're all listed. Like, do you want to do this? I can't tell whether they're on or off.
So click into it and it'll have a little toggle saying on or off.
Okay.
It'll be blue if it's on in email, or it'll say in-app.
So this is notifications.
Yeah.
So I've got it in it's green, appointment booked, status unconfirmed, and it's got this in-app thing. So notifies when an appointment is booked with an
Email's not green. It's not going to send you an email. So the first one you don't need, because you're not making unrestricted. You're not giving people the approval process.
Sorry, ladies, I just realised I've got to go. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon, hopefully.
The only piece I was doing, Kathy, was just this calendar. Is you use the group page or you just go straight to the calendar. So that's embedding it in a page.
I'm keeping it simple for now, because that's all my brain can handle, hence the MVP.
Yeah.
It's like one calendar, one thing.
Perfect.
We'll figure it out. So, yes.
Sayonara.
Bye.
Bye.
So I lost that train of thought, Mari.
Well, I know I'm just trying to turn on
Automations.
the email thing when somebody, let's say, cancels an appointment, but it won't let me. Hang on.
You have to click into it and then you have to turn the toggle on.
Enabled. Okay.
And
Yeah,
then you've
I
got
can play with that.
boxes of customer, you as the user, or
Yeah.
a specific email address. So if there's an email address you want to notify that is, say, your Google email address that you don't have set up in Outlotter, you can also send it to that email address as well. It will automatically put it into your calendar as well if you've got your Google Calendar synced or Outlook Calendar synced with Outlotter. So it does put it into your calendar. It does notify you, and
So that says that allow Google Outlook iCloud Calendar to send invitation and update emails to attendees. Is that the thing you want me to select to get the notifications for them as well?
I'm not sure what you're referring to there.
Oh, sorry. I'm just looking at how in the notifications, all the things you can do for the status of.
Can I finish this piece and then I'll go into your calendar or I'll get
Yeah.
so I can see what you're doing, because I think that understanding that piece is important.
Yeah, okay.
So in a page, in a section, we have a widget, which is the calendar widget. So it's just an element and it's called calendar. So you bring that in, which Karen has here. And then on the right-hand side, you will choose whatever appointment type you want to show up as a single one. And if you want multiples to show up, you click this toggle to say use group. And then it will show every appointment that's in that group. Does that make sense? And I didn't make any changes there, so I can just get out.
So that's a separate page then. So I could have a separate page called Book One-on-One Session, which would just come up, and then it would be my domain / rather than that funny looking calendar link.
Yeah.
Like you said, yeah. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
And so you can have a number of pages, like you could have a booking page that shows all your bookings or a group of all your first time bookings. You can have per item type of page, like a nutrition booking or a herbal medicine booking. You can also have a page that talks about what the session is and then have the calendar embedded in it.
And then all the calendars talk to my one thing of availability, don't they? So I can go in and is there somewhere I can just go in and change my availability and that just talks to all the calendars? I don't have to go into every calendar, do I?
That's so you set up your personal availability. So I'm available Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 till 3 as an example. And then if in your Google Calendar that you have synced, you go and see the doctor, and so you block out 2 hours, it checks that Google Calendar for availability within those times, and then it comes back and says, no, she's busy. Just make
wow.
your appointment has busy on it and isn't not busy. Or you can go, if it's a regular thing, I would go into your staff settings for yourself, my profile in the settings, and change your availability. So if you're never going to be available on a Wednesday, you might as well turn it off in your availability.
The only trick is, and I just picked it up when you went into my calendar before, is it just assumes the time is from the time. So I've got a chiropractor appointment at 5. So I've put it at 5 in my calendar because otherwise I'll turn up at the wrong time. But I really need to be unavailable from 4:45. And I noticed when you went into my calendar, someone could make an appointment before that because it's only made me unavailable from 5. I need
on your appointment calendar, you can actually set up how many minutes before and after an appointment you want to allow people to make appointments as well.
It's like a little buffer.
Yeah.
So actually that's what it, so I need to, but that's for that appointment. Like my chiropractic appointment doesn't have opportunity for that.
But then when you put it into your
Yeah,
Yes, you're saying.
Yeah, but I might need 15 minutes to get to the chiropractor, but my another appointment at 5 o'clock, I might need 40 minutes to get to.
So you can,
So-
in your calendar, you can actually put travel time.
Yeah. I've realized I'm going to have to put some, like maybe my heading will be Cairo 5 p.m., but in my calendar, I'll book it out from 4:45.
That's what I do. I write it on my phone. If I've got a 5 o'clock appointment, but I need 20 minutes, I'll write the actual time of the appointment when I'm typing it in, but I'll block.
Yeah,
half
that's
hour
what I'm going to
before.
have to do.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
It just means I block it. It's just done once. So you just block it from 4:30. But when I type in, oh, I've got to go to the Cairo, appointment is 5 p.m. I write it in my appointment, so then I know I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
I blocked
that's a
it
good
out.
idea. Yeah.
There's just an extra step
The other
whilst
way-
you're putting it
Or
in
the other
before.
way you can do it is you can just click travel time and write in how long the travel time is.
On your Google Calendar?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't know you could do that.
I did not know that. I'm going to check that one out.
So that's the same thing, but it's still blocking your calendar as busy, right?
Blocks your calendar out. It just keeps the appointment as the appointment, and then it has like a grayed out section that you're busy before.
Hmm.
Ah, I don't have that. Samsung, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Karen.
Working.
Okay, so
Can you just
Your question
let's do
was-
discovery call, because I was looking at that one and I couldn't toggle it on.
okay. So in here,
Oh, that logo's rubbish, but let's ignore that.
well, you could probably just no.
Oh.
Yeah, you can get a better one of that. Okay, so availability notifications. So this is another one that's handy to update, is allow rescheduling. I say 12 hours, like don't allow rescheduling 12 hours before, because otherwise 10 minutes before the meeting, all of a sudden someone will reschedule. No time to do it. And allow cancellation. I say 24 hours before the meeting.
Okay.
They can reschedule 12 hours before, but if they're cancelling, they need to do it 24, because I'll charge them anyway.
Well, that's a free call, so yeah.
Just it's available on all calls.
Okay.
So this has got email on.
Yeah.
So that's what you're either going into email and toggling this little toggle, saying it's enabled, and who you want it to go out.
Okay.
Ones.
So does it give
Yeah.
you the time and date of what's been cancelled and changed?
Yeah.
Okay.
In-app, because it's only you, I would just say
Yeah.
notify you and put the in-app as well. I mean, the in-app, I find the push notifications, it's 11:11. I find the push notifications quite handy. Like that's mainly what I use.
Sorry, you need to explain what that means. In-app, it comes up in my conversations.
So in Lead Connector, if you're using Lead Connector on your phone, you'll get
I
a
don't
push
use it very often.
notification saying that you have an appointment that's rescheduled, or you have an appointment that's been made.
I stopped using it because now that I've linked my social media account, my Lead Connector has gone bananas, because every single comment on a Instagram post and Facebook post is coming up as a thing in my Lead Connector. And I'm now going, far out, I've got 20,000 messages in my Lead Connector, and I'm just like, I can't look at that anymore. Because I've seen them in Instagram, but they're all showing up as a message on Lead Connector, and it's really
I'm
annoying.
getting that with my emails. It's really annoying.
It's really annoying. So I'm like,
Yeah.
what do I need to actually action? Because there's 20,000 messages from socials. Anyway.
Are they messaging you, or what are they doing?
Oh, well, it's just if somebody comments or sends me a private message on Instagram or Facebook, it comes in as my Lead Connector. So, but I've already opened the message in Instagram, but it doesn't look like it's been read in Lead Connector.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it now. I've got maybe 45 unread messages in Lead Connector. So if my calendar appointment goes into there, I could miss it, is what I'm saying. So I think that's why I'm like, I need the email because I don't look at this enough because it's annoying.
I always do both because I do check my emails fairly regularly, once a day at least.
Yeah.
So I would just make sure that you turn on the email and in-app on all of them. I mean, if you don't want the in-app, that's fine. But
Oh yeah,
this
so that was that last one, yeah.
allows Google or Outlook or iCloud, whatever calendar that they're syncing it to send a reminder invitation. I find it's overwhelming because then they get a reminder from you and a reminder from Google and
Oh, okay, yeah.
it off.
Okay, fine.
And then this assigns, if you had multiple team members, you'd probably want to have this on. So each person that they book with will then become their what do you call it? Assigned contact. You know how when
Yeah.
we set up, all people get assigned to you because you're the only person in there. That makes sense. If you had multiple team members, you would assign that contact to the person who's having the session with them. That's just what that is. But yeah, I would set this as like 12 hours and this is 4 hours or whatever you want. I'm guessing there is some settings that you could, I'd have to check it out to see which settings to choose, but there would be some settings that you can potentially turn on in your conversations.
Oh, that would be great.
Or turn off in your conversations
Yep.
to quieten that noise. If you're not using this as the one conversation medium and just coming to one place to have all your conversations, then
Well, it doesn't update the app. So when I go into here on my desktop and I select all the messages that are Instagram and say I mark them as read, it doesn't do it. It doesn't update it on my app. So it just looks like I haven't read them. And I'm like, oh, I've already updated those. So look, it doesn't look like I've got any unread ones because I just went, yeah, so all these silly little messages. I'm like, oh, they come up. So all of these, if I toggle all of them and say they're read, it doesn't do that. It doesn't talk to my app properly. So yeah, these are all social media nonsense. I don't need these.
Yeah, it's hard because then it's like, well, if you turn them off, then you're not going to get them at all, and that might cause.
Well, it doesn't bother me for social media because I check my messages on social media because it also drops them into my contacts list, which is, I know you quite like that.
Well, you can't email them, but you can communicate them. So I would probably think about how you can, how you could communicate to them to see if you can convert some more.
Most of them are they're not business related comments on my socials anyway. They're personal for a lot of them. I'm like, oh, yeah. Anyway, that's just another thing. But
yeah, let me have a look and see if there's a way to
turn that off. That would be great.
You can definitely filter it. I'm just not sure if that's gonna help you. Yeah, let me research that and get back to you.
Thank you. I know we're way over time, but I did have a question about the go live option in groups. Can you go live on a channel?
Yeah.
Okay. And can you do it on Zoom?
I believe there is an integration for Zoom, but I did go to try it the other day and it was there and then it disappeared. So
I looked at it yesterday and I was like, I don't see how I can share screen, or I don't know. Yeah, when it was live, it was straight in. I was like, oh no, but I want to do this on Zoom and have it recorded.
Well, it does record it live, but yeah, the screen share thing, I'm not. I have gone live once and I've just done it straight into, it was just me talking to the camera.
Yeah, I saw that one, that first one you did.
So down the bottom here, you've got video source, streaming software.
Ah,
So I think in here, when you go into Zoom, it'll ask you for these two things, a stream key and a server URL.
Yikes. Okay.
The little more button down the bottom on your Zoom, and you have to have online streaming. So in your Zoom setup, you have to go into where you find your Facebook Live and your Facebook now. If you're going live into a Facebook group, you have to use online streaming.
Yeah.
Anyway,
there was always a few steps to do it. I haven't done that for such a long time, but
if you're familiar with that, this will just make sense. Like you just put this key in. It says stream key and it says stream URL. And so you put those two things, copy and paste them in, and then it will stream into here. And you can either, I think, set when you're going live time.
And then you have to do that every time?
Yes.
So if I was to copy and paste the Zoom info, or does it change every time?
I think it changes every time. Or that's with Facebook. So
yeah,
I'm going to assume that it's Facebook.
A different key every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then where you're posting is to your channel will be there.
Okay.
Your private channel. So
I can have it a private channel that people pay for?
Yes. Yes. So when you go live, your channels will come up here. If it's a private channel, it will just stream into that as a post. And you click this saying keep live stream. It will keep the recording. If you notify your members that you're going live, it will send a push notification on the Go Colab app to say that you're going live.
Okay.
If you put it in your calendar, which I would suggest if you know when you're going live, put it in your calendar, and that will send them a notification a day before saying that you're going to be live at this time. And then when you go live, people are there.
It's like it's like these weekly calls. You could essentially tell people, I'm going live at 10 o'clock every Wednesday. You could record, like, let's just, for example, say, you could record this session as a weekly reoccurring live into your group, right?
Yes. And I could.
And do it on Zoom.
I could. It is. So I haven't yet challenged myself to that.
Okay. There's a few things I need to consider. I'm going to be running a class, so I need a really good, clear Zoom camera screen and angle on me so people can actually see what I'm doing properly. That's going to be a bit of a challenge in itself. I think you've frozen. Has she frozen?
Yeah, she's frozen.
She's with her tongue out.
I know. Someone should.
Are you pulling faces at me, Rochelle?
How do we screenshot that?
Sorry, your screen was frozen with you with an image of you doing this. Sorry. Yeah.
I was trying to quickly screenshot it, but I missed it.
On my end, I was like pursed lipped. I was like.
Anyway, okay, I need to have a think how I'm going to do that. It just needs to be super simple.
I'm about to use it for our other community this week coming up. to do lives, so I'm hoping it will go smoothly.
Are you doing Zoom as well, or is it just straight into the group?
I think we're just going to do straight into the group, not Zoom, but maybe I'll challenge myself next week. I'll go live into the group with the Do It With Us session.
I'm just trying to think, what is the benefit of doing Zoom?
Or you can screen share then.
I won't need to screen share.
So the only benefit is screen sharing. There's not really another benefit of, and pre-recording it on your Zoom if you want to record it at the same time. But it is recorded in the community.
And it stays within that community. Do you have to file it in somewhere, or does it just stay on the news feed type thing?
It'll stay in the channel that you're going live in.
I'm trying to work out whether anyway, that's my own headspace. You don't need to listen to that noise. Okay.
It was
Thank
quiet
you.
for this end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much. That was really helpful. Really good.
Yeah, I thought it would be helpful for everyone, Karen. So thank you.
Yeah. Oh, it's always a good reminder to get my shit together and do my calendars properly.
Can't believe after all these years you haven't done it yet, Mari.
Well, I haven't needed to. My courses have all been online.
You haven't done a lot of, but even your massage, like.
No, that's a random text message. I just keep that super simple. I don't do very many anymore, and that's why. And my diary changes each and every week, so I can't be arsed trying to schedule this and then having to reschedule. People just text me because it's not my main business, so that's separate. And my calls are all group coaching calls. So no, and it's only been now that people now need to start booking in one-to-one follow-ups after they've done the course. I've never needed it, which is why I've ignored it. I'm now like, that is not how you be a CEO of a scalable company. Just put them in the calendar and don't have them available every day.
Yeah, it's a habit. It's like anything with a system. Like you've just got to get in the habit of doing it that way so that it is scalable. And it is, once you do it and you're like, oh, actually somebody just went on and booked and I didn't even have to talk to them.
Yes. And that's the point,
right?
If you think your business is going to grow, you have to project. Well, don't leave 20 slots open on 5 different days of the week, because if you're busy, you're going to be booked out. So I've now just pulled it all into 2 days and gone, right, let's just as a mean to go on.
You do have to go if my availability is open. Like if I'm going away, I have to make sure I put it in my calendar. Otherwise, I will get bookings and then I'll have to reschedule, and that's a pain in my bum.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes. Okay. I might need time with you to have a chat about something, Rochelle, to do with Zoom and that live, but we've gone way over, so let me know if I can
stay on now. I'm happy to.
Only if you've got 10, 15 minutes, but I don't want this to take long.
Yeah. I'm happy to.
Okay, fabulous.
All right. Well, we'll
see you, ladies. Karen and Karen.
Thank you.
See you guys.
See you guys.